Megan from Manifesting Me. Thank you for joining. I write, talk about, and teach manifesting. I have a book available on Amazon.com called The Pocket Guide to Manifesting, and I also do one-on-one sessions where I can connect in deeply with your energy using an intuitive gift and can help you uncover blocks to manifesting what you most want. So today I'm going to talk about what is happening when the thing that we've been wanting to manifest shows up and it doesn't quite look the way that we thought it would. What then? So I'm going to start by saying that we are powerful creators and we are creating every moment of our lives through what we think and what we feel. So there's never a time that we're not manifesting. But for purposes of this conversation, I'm going to focus on when we're consciously putting our energy into bringing something that we desire into our lives. So we'll leave the unconscious, the subconscious manifesting that we do a lot of the time out of the picture. So I'm in the midst of this right now, and I'll share a story. So for anybody who watched the video from early December 2020, where I was talking about how my husband and I were manifesting bringing our perfect for us dog into our lives because we were ready to adopt a rescue dog. We were ready to have that energy enter our lives again after saying goodbye to our precious Gertie in April of 2020. And, the process, we started it, I can't remember if it was late October or early November, but it was definitely a process. So it was, weeks of, going through lots of applications, we had our dream list of what we wanted our dog to be like. And I had written one down. We had also talked about it together. So we kind of had this shared, version of our perfect for us dog that we were working on. And what happened was, after filling out applications, and we actually found a couple of what seemed like perfect dogs, and they fell through, and that was when we were going, okay, so those weren't the right dogs for us, because we stay very much in a place of trust when we're manifesting that the perfect for us thing will show up when the time is right. So there's no rushing it. And anytime I have tried to rush the universe, and they've sent in like a filler experience that I was like, oh, that I can recognize this was just a filler. I guess I should be more patient. I don't, at this point in my life, I don't really need those fillers, so I can be more patient. That patience has been cultivated. And so we knew if the dog fell through that it wasn't the right dog for us, because my belief for all of us is that the things that we want also want us, and we can't not get them. So we're going to rendezvous with them at some point. It's just a matter of when we're a vibrational match. So sure enough, we did end up meeting up with our perfect for us dog. Her name is Gracie Buttercup, and she is 2 years young, a German Shepherd mix. She's beautiful. She is affectionate. She is so many of the things on our dream dog list. And when we first brought her home, this being our first rescue, our first dog together to find, because Gertie was Jim's. He had her since she was a puppy, and then I came onto the scene when she was about 7.5, 8 years old. And so this was our first dog together, and it was also our first rescue, a 2-year-old rescue. So there's history there. Now our cat, I rescued our cat, and she was 2.5 when I got her. So I was familiar with, you're kind of dealing with a backstory with some of these animals, but I absolutely believe it's all energy, and that we are meant for each other. And so with Gracie Buttercup, we're not sure what her history is, and that first week was pretty tenuous. I mean, when we first laid eyes on her, it was like, yes, we were in love. We were immediately in love. But during that first week, there were some behaviors showing up or that weren't showing up that made us go, oh my God, did we manifest the wrong dog? Is she really for us? I don't know. We weren't getting enough sleep. There were all kinds of things happening that were making us question what is ultimately this beautiful, perfect creature who we know was meant for us all along. But hey, we're human, right? So things happen in our lives and cause us to doubt, and any energies we hold within us are going to manifest around us. So one of the great reminders through this whole process was, hey, it's all reflection. If you see it happening, it's because you hold that energy within yourself. I have a friend, Tess Marshall, who has had a great website and did a lot of writing and coaching, and she was a psychologist, and But she used to say all the time, if you spot it, you got it. And that is such the truth. And that goes back to, it's all reflection. It's all, if we have the energy within us, we're going to see it around us. And so the stuff that we weren't seeing in Gracie, or that we didn't love, once we finally got enough sleep, which was something that I manifested, by the way, it's one of those, you're in the midst of something, you're like, oh my God, I have no energy to do anything. Well, then manifest the very next best thing you can, which is, I now have energy again, I feel good again, so that you can then be working on the bigger stuff. So once we were in our right minds, I was beautifully reminded, she's a reflection of us. So what's happening with her is what's happening with us. And immediately everything made sense. I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, she's got this nervous energy. She's like she's being hyper and at weird times. Oh gosh, yeah, I have this nervous energy. I was being hyper at weird times. I kept asking her to calm herself down and to center her energy. Megan, I needed to center my own energy. That's what it was. So once I finally wrapped my head around that, within an instant, I'm telling you, she blossomed into, more and more and more of the dog that we had in mind and that we were envisioning. So if you're seeing things show up in your life and you're wondering like, oh my God, this doesn't look like what, check in with yourself and go, okay, first of all, I did manifest this. Claim your manifestations, by the way, because that keeps you in the driver's seat. We are all powerful. And anytime that we go, well, I don't know why this showed up, or that we're giving our power away. And that doesn't work because we are the creators. So claim it. Yeah, I manifested that. It looks a little sucky right now, but that's mine. And that keeps us in a position to be able to course correct if we need to or if we want to. But remember, we're the powerful ones. So yeah, be proud, man. So that was one of the things of going, okay, so we created her. This is great. And then remember, trust that everything is all right. That's the other thing. It comes back to, a lot of my fears were being triggered when we were drawing this dog to us. And I was kind of aware, but I was also giving up like a big Hail Mary to the universe going, give us our perfect dog, and if we're not ready, then don't let it happen right now, was kind of my message. And that was the vibration I was holding. So when she showed up, that was the universe answering me back. It was me answering me back saying, you're ready, you're ready, you're ready. Doesn't mean that there's still not some doubt beneath the surface that's going to get triggered, and it's going to show up in things that trigger it. Right? So questioning, is this our dog? Oh my gosh, she's doing this thing and I really didn't want her to be doing that. I didn't want a dog that did this thing. Center, take a deep breath, trust. Trust that all is well. I remind myself of that and encourage everybody to remind themselves that life is for us. Life is not against us. We are not victims of circumstance. We're creating it. So claim that power, reaffirm all is well. If it's shown up, it's in our life with a purpose. Beautiful. And the other thing is sometimes we can get so caught up in details of how something should look, how it should sound, what it should smell like, we can go through these detailed lists because we're so visual. And that's a good thing in many ways. But I think that when we get too caught up in what's happening with details, a couple things are happening. One is we could be triggering fear because we're like, oh my gosh, it has to look this way. It has to act this way. It has to. That's a control issue coming up where it's like, I want to control how this is going to turn out. So I've learned for myself, get a little bit looser with those details and trust. The universe knows me better than I know myself. They're going to deliver the absolute best experience, person or thing, for me at that time. And it's especially as I've gone on and become better and better and better at manifesting, I now trust, yes, all is well. If it's here, it's for me and it's going to be awesome. And I just have to, kind of sit back and enjoy it. So that was a reminder. And also, when we're focused too much on the details, we can take ourselves out of the feeling space. And really, where the rubber meets the road with manifesting is When we can step into a feeling space, how do we want to feel with the thing when it finally shows up? I want to feel fantastic. I want to feel like I'm in love. I want to feel like, oh my gosh, so relieved or so excited, or, I'm blissed out. My God, my life keeps getting better and better and better. Yes. Step into a feeling space, because when we're in that feeling space, that's heart wisdom. That's our gut instinct. That is our ultimate compass in this life. You can always trust how you're feeling. Thoughts can be deceiving. The way things look can be deceiving. Our feelings will always steer us clearly, perfectly. So trust that. Get into the feeling space, let the universe deliver it. And if, you'll know when you check in and go, like for me, is she our dog? Is she the right dog for us? And I was getting this resounding, oh yes. Oh yes. Even though some of the looks were deceiving initially, it was a, oh yeah, she is your perfect for you dog. She is, and then I was hearing a message, give her a few months. She's going to be amazing. So I'm going to leave it there. When something shows up and it doesn't quite look right, before you, jump to any conclusions, take a deep breath, center your energy, remind yourself that you've created this. You're a powerful creator. You create perfectly for yourself every time. You are in control. This is a beautiful, wonderful thing. What's happening is a reflection of you. As soon as you change your energy, the thing that you're looking at is going to change. And it's going to keep matching your vibration. When we can keep our vibration high and in a trusting space, feeling secure, in a space of love, which is the ultimate energy, magic happens. Absolute magic. Thank you so much for joining me. If you like this video, please give it the thumbs up. It helps other people find it. If you want to know when new videos are posted, hit the subscribe button, and I think there's a little bell that'll actually ding you whenever a new video hits onto YouTube. Until next time, happy manifesting, everyone. Bye.